We're back on the air. This is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis, also CEO, chairman, and founder of Mage LLC, the management consulting firm. Been there for a long time. And don't forget, any topic you're interested in terms of radio entrepreneurs, not radio entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurship, type in our YouTube channel. Look for what we've got. We've got a lot of content there for you, and then you'll know who to go. And we're like a resource center just for you on entrepreneurship. Our next guest, I just looked in my notes, known him for 10 years, been my teacher. I hope he's going to continue to be my teacher. He has been recently. David Bernat of the Synagogue Council of Massachusetts and the Israel Resource Center, and he's the executive director. And before he starts, I just say leadership comes in many different sizes and forms, as you're going to hear. Welcome, David.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Thank you very much. What do you want to tell us about today?
Well, first of all, Synagogue Council as an organization. We are a 30-year-old agency in Massachusetts, and our function is to serve congregations and to support congregational vitality throughout the state. And we do that through large collective programs and public forum. We do that acting as a connector, congregations to each other, congregations to resources, and congregations to other Jewish organizations in the area. And we do it by consulting on a deep level with individual synagogues on an as-needed basis.
You know what it makes me think of? Tell me, because again, everything for me is simplified. I remember in my early days in marketing, computers can only talk, it had no connectability. I could have you on the other side of the table in the same office. Our computers never talk to each other. What you've really done, like a string of pearls, is you're connecting all these synagogues so that it's not just 1 + 1, it's 1 + 1 is 3. And also providing resources to them. Is that correct?
Exactly. That puts it perfectly, because part of also what we do is promote pluralism and unity by encouraging collaboration across lines of denomination and ideology.
So it could go from not just reform to reform, it could be reform to conservative to orthodox. You've sort of connected in every direction.
That's exactly what we do. And right now we may be the only organization of its kind today on the United States landscape in Jewish nonprofit.
Does that, good luck to you. Doesn't that go against, let's say, tradition?
Well,
the cross, sort of the reform to conservative?
In some respects it does, but in other respects, the lines of denomination, when it comes to the 2,000 to 3,000 years history of Judaism, the lines of denomination are only recent. And what we need to encourage, I think, across the board is a sense of community that represents shared mission and purpose despite certain sorts of differences, and reminding us that the lines of difference are much less significant than what unifies us.
So what are the main obstacles that you're facing? I would assume you have obstacles in your own organization. You have funding. Everybody's chasing funding. You have funding issues, and I think then there's also what I would call institutionalized resistance.
Right, and I think beyond those, to the extent that what you do here is support and encourage entrepreneurship, small businesses, and that type of empowerment, though we're an old organization with a seat at the grown-up table, I took over the organization from the retired founding director, and in the last year or so, we really might look more like a startup than an established organization. We're in a rebuilding, refining of our mission, and retooling both on the content level and on the financial level.